all I wanted from you. A little more attitude. Oh, how can I refuse? 'Cause you're the one that I choose. 'Cause all I wanted from you was for our love to come through. There's nothing else I can do, but you're the one that I choose.
Ha! Friday. It's Friday. Hello! Hello. Welcome to Friday, you fantastic folk. You gorgeous, hunky, beautiful, and tender people. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're looking forward to an amazing weekend. I am. Phipps is in the house. Hello, Phipps. Raven Anime, Rockmoth, Reaver the Beaver, Dorrigan. Dorrigan, bless him, 2 months seems far longer, says Dorrigan. Ah, my friend. When are you off to Corfu, by the way? Is it this coming week? I'd love to be going back to Corfu. I loved it. I loved a little trek to Corfu. Yes, I did indeed. So how are you guys? How are you? Let me know. Don't leave me on my own. I have had a good day. I went to an esports festival this morning. I did a little tweet on that one. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. That was quite interesting. Very interesting, actually. Got to meet a proper paid professional esports gamer. Sunday. Oh, lovely. What's the weather been like out in Corfu then? Let me have a little check for you. Let me just check for you. Hang on. Weather live. 27 degrees, 29 degrees high, 19 degrees low. Sunday's looking good, 28 degrees on Sunday, 28 degrees partially cloudy for the rest of the week, but still very, very warm. You're going to have such a cracking time, my friend. Beautiful country. You sure love it. Spectrum, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So it is what I euphemistically call Team Rokk Friday. This is the day where only Team Rokk members get a prize drawn. And I kind of want your thoughts, guys. Now, I'm not sure, I'm kind of in two minds about this. And I sort of thought I'd throw it out to you and see what you fellas and fellaresses think. Do you think... Hello, Ray. Do you think that Team Rokk Friday should be a members-only show? Because you can do that on YouTube. You can say only, make it members-only. Or you can make it members-only chat. Or is that being a little bit sort of elitist? You know what I mean? I'm not sure about it. I'm genuinely interested in what you guys think. I mean, at the moment, you can only enter the prize draw if you're a member, and you're already in the draw. There's no exclamation mark wins stuff, so you can't add more and more to it. Or we can leave it as it is. But I'm interested to know your thoughts. I'm interested... Rouster's having a crack at it anyway. Because I'm also interested in your thoughts on what to do about Mondays. So, Tuesday is Rokk Show. Wednesday is our feel-good day. Thursdays are cloud gaming news. Pretty much cloud gaming news. And Fridays are Team Rokk Fridays, right? Open to all, says Spectrum. It's good. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of more that way. I have to be honest, Spectrum. Be free to be free to the world. See, this is Ray's lovely. I agree. I do agree with you. I thought I'd see what you guys think. So Monday at the moment's kind of a bit of a spare at the party because it hasn't got a focus. And for a little while, I thought maybe I just don't stream on a Monday. Maybe just have it as a sort of an extra day for the weekend. But I'm thinking to myself now, what if we did it as more of a general gaming news day? So not just cloud gaming, but PCs and consoles and Nintendo and the whole thing. And, just not even do masses of prep. Just go and look around some of the news sites and see what's been happening. We could do that on a Monday. Or, if you've got a better idea, if you've got any other ideas, let me know. Gizmo Duck, Austria. No exclamation mark win today, my friend. But it's all good because it's Team Rokk Friday. And you, my friend, are a member of Team Rokk, as is Adam right above you, and Ray, of course, above you, and Spectrum, and everybody, I think, so far in the house. Even Simply Palm. William, how are you, brother? I'm doing well. I didn't see you in there earlier. I'm glad I went back up again. I hope David can win a copy of Diablo 4, Raven Anime says. Yeah, well, that's coming up next week, isn't it? I'm just trying to think, where are we today? 2nd, 3rd Saturday, 4th Sunday, 5th Monday, 6th. So I think it's Tuesday, the draw for Diablo 4. I'm quite, that sounds great for Monday, says Spectrum. Brilliant. I like the idea. Multiplayer Monday. Oh, I'm loving your thinking, my friend. Multiplayer Monday. Rockmuth may be onto something here. What if we do a kind of chat crowd gameplay thing instead? Now, I'm rubbish at multiplayer. I'm going to be straight up and tell you how it goes. But we did do that for once. Once we did a kind of a Destiny and a couple of other things. The thing that worried me was that I can't engage as much as I normally do with the audience, with yourselves, because, double focus. And I've got a feeling that the audience dropped off quite significantly after it was game loaded and everybody was off and doing their thing. See, William does an amazing job. And Ray, both Ray and William do brilliant work in Wreckfest and Among Us and Battlefield and stuff. But I don't know that it's my thing. But we could try. Jackbox games are fun too. There's a good shout, Rouster. There is a good shout, my friend. I could definitely do that. I've got access to a few of those. Yeah, we need new cult members. Yes. Cult 45. I hear you, my brother. Wow. What have I said? I was part of one. Part of one? Part of what one? Part of a cult. I don't know if we want to be a cult after hearing about what the cult leaders do. I haven't done anything. I'm a good boy. I am. Yeah, well, here we go. So we've got two options. And maybe I'll put this out to a vote. We have Multiplayer Monday, which I love an alliteration, and that's a beautiful one, Rotmuth. So we have Multiplayer Monday, or we have Monday, which we have to come up with which is a kind of a general gaming news. What could the M be for that? Massive Monday. Oh no, Mysterious Monday. Oh, I don't know. Monster Monday. We'll have to come up with something. And maybe the alliteration's going to win. Maybe that's what's going to make it happen in the end. We could do multiplayer, but I'm just no good at it. That's the problem. When many moons ago, most of you would not have been aware of this, but myself and Ray, I don't think William did, because I don't think I knew William back then. But there was a few of us, and we did Rock at Night, I think it was called, on a Friday. And it was kind of late night for us in the UK, not so much, of course, anywhere else. But it was a bit of a, beer and sweary, and it was PUBG and stuff. And I have to say, it was great fun. But the problem for me was it was routinely not ending until midnight, 1 a.m. And I'm just too old, guys. I've got to be honest with you. Rouster likes the drawful one. The drawful one? But I've heard you can get in trouble with YouTube if the drawings are too realistic of inappropriate body parts. Hang on, have I missed something? What are you saying? The drawful one? I don't know what you're talking about. That was something I did think about doing, by the way, back along, was actually doing some live drawings. It's a thing that I can do, but I haven't ever done it live on a show. But I don't feel it's for our Mondays, our weekday slot. I feel that's kind of like maybe a one-off thing. And maybe I do a members-only one, because I'm a bit shy about that, I've got to be honest. Jackbox. Oh, the Jackbox games. Yes, I agree. Oh wow, Phipps, thank you, brother. Phipps has upgraded to Rock Legend. Woohoo! Of course, that completely blows. That completely blows my wheel, Phipps, because I now have to double your name in the thing, which is fine. I can do it live, in fact, but you won't even know it's happening. I can just go here and do it now. In fact, I'm doing it. Phipps. So, let me tell you about We'll have a little think about that, guys. I am drawn, I have to say, to Multiplayer Monday, only because it's such a cracking alliteration. God, I love it, haven't you? So we've got that option where we play a game games that multiple folk can take part in. It's got to be a bit fun as well, though. It's got to be fun, which, it takes a bit of work, because we're going to need to get kind of the audio set up, maybe using one of the old Rock Discord channels, that kind of thing. I might need to consult with my peers, with Ray and William. It's the thing they do. Thank you, my friend. Really, really appreciate that. Bless you. And the good news is, Phipps, that you have already been added in the wheel. So I've doubled the amount of entries that you had. So that's going to be happening for you today. Brilliant stuff. Why do I love cloud gaming, says Cloudbusters. I don't know why you love it. I love it because of the convenience, and not even the fact that I can play on a mobile or anything else. It's just the fact that I can just fire it up, without having to get my PlayStation going or my Xbox going or what have you. Really enjoyed it too. See now, Cloudbusters is going for Multiplayer Monday. He's loving the idea. Shall we do that then? Shall I I'll work on this for next Monday, right? Multiplayer. We don't need to have any special titles or anything, but I could do a little thumbnail. Multiplayer Monday. So if we do that, it's going to have to be a game that we can all play, right? Oh, wow, Geek, thank you, brother. Geek has upgraded as well. Oh, you little legend, you. You little legend. Thank you so much, my friend. I've now got to go and do the wheel. Hang on. Let me go back. No, I've got to go back to the wheel. I don't mind. It's a very happy problem to have. Right, Geek. Let's have a look, my friend. There you are. So let me add that one. Brilliant. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate you. There we go. Look at that. This is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, we're going to need to think what games to play, because it has to be a game. Yeah, absolutely, Rouster. This is where Cloud's going to really, really count, I think. So we need a game that is free to play, or most people have it. Cheers, Geek. Thank you, my friend. That we can all play. And because if it's free to play and on GeForce Now, then even if you don't have a paid GeForce Now account, you can play it on the free account. Yeah. Among Us is free on mobile, but you have to pay. You have to buy it. I want to make it accessible to everybody. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not expensive, Dorgan, and I've never played it, by the way, so I'd have to get my head into it. But I know it's not expensive, but it still has a price, and I'd rather be played something that's free to play, so that nobody's excluded. But sure, if we all suggest a game to play, as long as it's good, yeah. Ah, see, that's genius, isn't it? We could do it on the wheel. In fact, you know what, Cloudbusters? We could even do that on the day, couldn't we? So I could put a ton of games. Hello, Crystal, how are you? Good to see you. I could put a load of games on the wheel, and then we'll spin the wheel, and whichever one wins, so it could be Wreckfest, or it could be PUBG, or Fortnite, or whatever. Whichever one wins is the one we're going to play on the day. Destiny. Yeah, I'm liking this. Black Kai and Link. Kai, I haven't seen Black Kai for years. He used to turn up on Chase's show, didn't he? And with his special beer. He used to have a different beer every week. Link is great. I see Link from time to time, but I haven't seen Black Kai in a long time. I hope he's well. And Crystal's great as well. That's brilliant news, Crystal. Looking forward to a nice sunny weekend. I think I'm going to have to touch up my beard. You know, the light in here is making me look a lot greyer than I look at in the real world. And Raven Anime is a winner. We knew that, my friend, didn't we? So yeah, I need to come up with a list of games that are free to play, cross-platform, and that's it, really, isn't it? And then we can just do it. Yes, Cloudbusters, yes, and must be playable in the cloud, and that's really important for me, actually, my friend, because Callie, hello, dude. I don't know why it is. I have a perfectly decent rig here. But it just won't let me stream and play a game natively. It even seems to have problems recently with cloud. So I don't know what the deal is. I rebuilt it again not so long ago. But cloud's my saviour on that front. I'm loving it, guys. Oh, this is great. This is content by democracy. Multiplayer Monday sounds like a good idea. I'm loving it, Neil. The more I think about it, the more fun I think it could be. So we start with the the wheel. I was trying to think of an M. I was thinking mode, dial. No. So we have the wheel with a bunch of games in, right? And we spin that one, and that's going to be the game we play, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we'll still have, and it's open to anybody, so not just members, subscribers as well. You're never going to get everyone with those caveats, says Dorrigan. Just choose a different game each week, and if people can join, they do. If you're trying to please the whole community, you'll never play a game. He has a point. He does have a point. So we'll just bung a whole bunch of games free to play. I'm not sure about free to play, says Cloudbusters. Games that are that cheap these days. Okay, so, but it then is going to depend on whether I own it, because I'm not going to go out and buy a game. I don't do that. The issue has been fixed. I want to log in and run with the elevator, and the login finally worked. Yay! So, what games, guys? What games should we have? Come on, let's actually get a list going here. I tell you what. Let me fire up. Let me get a new doc up. Yeah. Let me go to Simple Larry. Here we are. Right. So I'm going to do this on a big typeface so everybody can see it. Okay. So these are the games for, what are we calling it? Multiplayer Monday. Bit clinical, but it's a couple of M's, so it works. So what do you reckon? First up, PUBG. I say that because it's not a favourite game of mine, but it's a good game and everybody can play it, right? And you can get a load of folk in it. Division 2, says my lovely Ubisoft friend, who happened to be involved in the building of the engine for Division 2, bless him. But we're limited to how many people can play on Division 2. If you do one of the raid things, it's about 5, isn't it? 4 or 5? That's the only thing. That's the only caveat that I would have, as much as, by the way, I do love Division 2. My only caveat would be we want games where we can get as many people as possible playing. So Dorrigan's got a great list. We'll leave Division 2 there because I do like it. Destiny 2, which is going to be Crucible, right? I think. I mean, it could be Raid, but that's quite in depth. Splitgate, don't know it. We'll look it up. Pokemon Unite. Yeah, but that's what platform is that on? Is it on all platforms? Fall Guys, good one. Among Us, yep. Okay, that's good. What else we got, guys? Realm Reforged Royale. Not heard of that one, but I will check it out. I'm just going to check that out. We've got Fortnite. Yep, definitely Fortnite. Grid. Yeah, Grid. What else we got, guys? This is good. So how many we got here? We can put as many as we want, quite honestly. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't matter if we had 100 because it's just going to spin around the wheel, right? And we'll see who wants to Outlast Trials. Yeah, but that's quite an expensive new game, isn't it? That one? I mean, we need a game that's not going to cost us a fortune to play. Hang on, or is it free? I don't know. Price. How much is it then? 25 quid. It's got to be, I mean, if it ain't free to play, it's got to be as near as, damn it, a couple of pounds or something. Or the kind of game that everyone, what about like an epic game? No, because then they're not always going to be on GFN, are they? Far Cry 6, says Cloudbusters. Yeah, but that's another one that, we're into the kind of £20 mark here, aren't we? Uno. You've got to own it though, haven't you? I mean, I'm not averse to having to own a game, but I don't want the price to be prohibitive, and I want more. There's no point if we choose a game, so the wheel comes up and goes, yay, Far Cry 6, and there's 2 people in the chat that have it and they don't want to play. Diablo 4 is cheap if you bought it already. Rocket League, there we go. One just came to my mind. Rocket League's a good one. Right, so we'll put Rocket League in. Rock's back garden. Yep, 5-a-side in my back garden. I'm up for that. Apex, good. Keep them coming. Apex. What about, we've got Battlefield. Is Battlefield 2042, is it free? Or is it free on some platforms? There's Overwatch. Let's put that one down as well. So we've got a fair few now. But I think this is all good. Ray, you got any thoughts, my friend? You're good at this kind of thing. Let's see, we've got 13 now. Oh, don't know why Among Us. 14. What else we got then, fellas? Let's keep adding in the list. World of Tanks. That is free, isn't it? But you pay for add-ons and stuff. Never played it. I'll put it down. Oh, I've got another one actually. What about flipping heck, what's it called? It reminds me of Destiny. I played it for a while. Played it for about a year between Destinies. Warzone. I think Oh, crikey, the masks. Warzone's a good one. What about X-Defiant? That's coming up soon, isn't it? It's supposed to be very good. Fairlight 84. COD Mobile. Is there a way to do a poll that we can click on games we own? And if a lot of people own it, we can do those. Well, only if I knew all the games that you owned. I mean, I could certainly get something going on in the members area on YouTube. I could put a little poll in, but Raven says COD, but again, which COD and which versions are available to all? What's the one? Warframe. Thank you. I can't see. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you, brother. I love Warframe. Such a good game. X-Defiant's coming up, you see. I knew he was good. I knew I'd get him in on that one. X-Defiant. We've had it officially here, guys. June the 12th. So that's got to be a great one. What day is June the 12th? If that was a Monday, that would be so serendipitous, whatever it's called. June the 12th is a Monday. Ooh, well, we've got to have X-Defiant Monday then, surely. That's got to be multiplayer Monday. That's got to be the very special. Because that is, am I right in saying that's free to play? Super Animal Royale. Am I right in saying that's free to play, K-Sport, or it's going to be? Or not? What Assassin's Creed game had multiplayer? I wonder if the server's alive. Sorry, Super Animal Royale. Didn't that get shut down, or am I making that up? Super Animal Royale. Darwin Project. Not sure what that one is. I have to check that out. World of Warships, says Beaver. World of Warships. Because the other thing, of course, is if any of these games, well, firstly, if they're not on cloud, people may have to install them. In which case, they might take forever to install, and we won't get anybody in the game. So we kind of want games that are on GeForce Now, if only because they can use the free option, and then they won't need to install them, but they will need to make sure they've claimed them in the relevant. Trackmania, that's a good shout. That's another Ubisoft game. I'll be travelling back from California on Monday. Wow, love a bit of Cali. Which part of Cali are you going to, brother? Is it a vacay, or is it business related, or family visits or something? So we've got 24, we've got a chunk of games here. Tell you what we could do though. Outriders, yeah. But again, you've got to buy it, haven't you? Let me pull up GeForce Now. Let me go to GeForce Now browser. And so we want play. It's called play, isn't it? Something. If I put play, because there's GeForce Now, and then there's the site where you play. Here it is. All right, let's have a look. A little update. Look, the app now includes promotional tags. Yeah, it's actually a little bit older. Because if we choose free to play, mind you, Boosteroid does free to play, but you still have to pay, don't you? If I remember rightly. Not now, thank you. Games. Where's the instant play free demo? Free to play. Here we are. Let's have a look, see what we've missed. And we're looking for decent multiplayer jobs. What about a racing game like Asphalt? Or Asphalt, however you pronounce it. I mean, that one you could do that, couldn't you? What do you reckon to that one? Asphalt. What do you reckon? Hey, Miss Phoenix. So Phoenix, just to bring you up to speed, we've decided that Mondays will become multiplayer Monday, where we will play a group game. So we're building a list of possible games. And the caveats, it has to be in a form that everybody can pretty much play, and if they're not free, then they must be relatively inexpensive. So I'm thinking if they're on GeForce Now, you can still play them for free on their free version. So that would make sure, and also then it means nobody's having to wait for the game to update and install and everything else. So that would work. Beaver says the crew. What we want to do, let's go back here. Whoops, did I just kill it off? Where's it gone? What's important is that if that's the criteria, we need to make sure that it's on here. So if you can't see the crew here, for example, then it's not going to be a choice. My one flex looks sad against your 3, Miss Phoenix. How are you, Phoenix? Anyway, I didn't realise you had a week off, by the way. I wondered why I hadn't seen so much of you recently. Hope you had a nice one. We had lovely weather. What do we got here then? Apex, we've got already. I don't know what Armoured Warfare is. Anybody know what that is? Looks like a kind of a tank thing. See, if it's 1 against 1 or 1 against many, then that, I don't know that works. As long as you can choose your own, create your own server. Oh yeah, Asphalt. Get your asphalt. Asphalt. 9. There's a little racer. Why not? Why not drop a super chat, super thanks, or a super sticker? Oh, thank you, Streamlabs. Just walked about 10 miles. Ali G the beach rouster. What? What's Ali G got to do with it? Booyaka. Not sure if you've covered it. How was your breakfast? Oh, I haven't actually, mate, but I'm going to in a second. Yeah, it was good. Although I didn't get any breakfast. I had a croissant, and a khaki coffee. Black Squad, Blind Fate. We're just having a look at multiplayer games on the free-to-play section of GeForce Now. Chorus is being... Oh, that's the demo. So they're dropping it from Xbox. Some sad Lunar news as well today. Counter-Strike, is that any good? What's Creatorverse? Is that like Creator? Cross out Darwin, there you go, that's the one mentioned earlier. Dauntless, Destiny 2, Dirty Bomb, Dota 2, that's interesting. I didn't realise that was on. I bet it's keyboard and mouse though. I suppose that's another point, isn't it? Some of you guys are on your phones like Rouster at lunchtime and stuff. Dungeon Defenders. What else we got here? They've got quite a few, to be fair. Ghost Runner as a demo. Guild Wars 2. Ironside. It Takes Two. That's Friends Pass. League of Legends. They're a bit complicated though, aren't they? They kind of need a bit of a, long, sort of steep learning curve. COD Mobile, says Dorrigan. That Ghost one from Epic. Yes, the recent one. Although again, the problem with that one is that it's not, I haven't seen it anywhere on cloud, just on, so it would be a download jobby. Yeah, one-on-one's not much use, because otherwise it becomes, it could be, but it's not going to be much fun for kind of mass participation, and the fact that we're calling it multiplayer. Realm Royale Reforged, that one was mentioned earlier, so that's good. Rocket League I've mentioned. What else we got here? Secret World Legend Shatterline, that was mentioned earlier, that's good choice. Space Lord, Star Conflict, Star Trek, Stay Out, there's your Super Animal Royale. So I think the thing to do, there's Trackmania, brilliant. Actually, do you know what? Quite a few of them on the list, Warframe, are actually here. World of Warships, World of Tanks, World of Tanks Blitz. There's a few here. Wylands, not sure what that is. Okay, so we've got 26. I will... I don't know if PUBG is on there. I've got a feeling that's not on. No, it's not. Ew, that's a bit pants. Lost Ark, Rings of Rhizome, Elsum. I think we've got a few, haven't we? Right, I'm going to, over the weekend, I will put a short list together of games that are accessible, relatively inexpensive or free. And then we'll spin on Monday, I think. Or I might kind of post what we're going to do. And then I'll have a little spin on Monday and we'll see what comes up. We'll have a little play. We'll give it a go. We'll see how it's going to work. And take it from there. How's that sound? Yeah. Right, let me just give this a little name. Games for Multiplayer Monday. That'll do it. We've got it. Good. Look at that. Democracy. Oh, I can't see still coming in with them. I don't know. I'll put it down, but I don't mind putting games down, but a Battle Royale, Elsum. I'll put it down. Rings of Elsum. Actually, I played that. It was really good, to be fair. I thought it was excellent. I think it's on GeForce Now. Right, guys, killing that off for a sec. So, as our very good friend Eddie asked a second ago, let me just go back all the way up here. Blimey, it was ages now. Hello, David. How are you, buddy? You can pick a game for Monday, then spin for the next week. Oh, Neil, that's a cracking idea. So, what are we going to do on Monday then? Should we just decide a game now for Monday? One that we know is definitely on this GFN list, and then spin for the following Monday. What do you reckon? Fortnite? How many people can be in a team on Fortnite? Is it 4? I want it to be a minimum of 4. I want to get as many people in the thing. We're definitely going to be doing X-Defiant on June the 12th. That's if it's on GFN or somewhere. It's got to be, isn't it? I'm definitely, hopefully, doing X-Defiant on Monday, June the 12th. So that's a thing. How many own each game? Yeah, or not. Because if it's a free-to-play, and it's free-to-play on GeForce Now free tier, then it doesn't matter. You see my thinking? That's how I'm thinking. Put top 10. I mean, we're never going, Fall Guy, we're never ever going to get everybody owning a game, are we? Like all of us all owning the same game. So Fall Guys isn't on GFN. And the reasoning behind GFN is simply that it's easier for everybody to play. And we don't have to worry about updates and installs and firing it up. We're all in, aren't we? Destiny 2, yeah, why isn't that there? Destiny 2 is there at number 3. And it's definitely here on this list. I mean, they may not call it a free-to-play, but it is. There it is, there. So, and that might be the one on Monday. We might go and do some 6-player. It's a shame we didn't do it this week, actually, because they've got Iron Doofer. But we could do Destiny 2 on Monday, because a lot of people have it. Or we could do Fortnite or Among Us. I see Among Us you've got to buy. This is the thing. I know it's free on mobile, but I'm not sat on a phone. And it ain't on GeForce Now. So it's kind of... And also, it's like the domain of my good friends William and Ray. They kind of do Among Us Fridays, and I don't want to take that away from them. So I'm kind of less inclined towards Among Us. I know it's fun, but that's fun with those guys. It doesn't have to be fun with me as well. So that's getting a small size. Right, listen, enough already. What I'll do is I'm going to go through, sift out all the games that would be easy enough to play, and it probably will be a list of about 10. And then on Monday, would Destiny 2 be a good choice? As you know it well, Rokk? Yeah, I think Destiny 2 might be a really good choice for Monday. I've been playing it a lot this week with my good friend Dorrigan got me back into it this week. Thank you, Dorrigan. I've just seen your comment there. You cheeky scamp. But good news is Dorrigan's on holiday. So he'll never know. Plus, if we play Rift, it's more basketball. Rift is fun, I agree. I do love a bit of Rift. All right, well, maybe we'll go with Destiny 2, because Rudigs loves a bit of Destiny 2, Neil loves a bit of Destiny 2, and we can play it for free and for free. So that kind of works, but we'll definitely get a short list of games for all the weeks. See, the other thing is on Luna. We were talking, I was saying how you can give out a code. Oh, he is cheeky, mate. I'm used to it. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. Young whippersnapper. That's all it is. On Luna, you can give out a code, and then whoever you give the code to can join. Now, what I don't know is whether that works with multiplayer, or whether it's couch only. But I'll maybe look into that as well, because if that's the case, there may be something on Luna that we could do that with. They actually have let's see if I've got the link up here. On my gaming stuff. Boosteroid, Xbox. Is that what I got up there? Okay. Let's have a look. Amazon Luna. I think you've got to go to... There it is. Sign in. Oh no, just show me the games. Show me the games. So the games I'm looking for here in their list are the couch ones. I might have to sign in. Hang on. Yeah da 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 dee 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 dee. Yeah da 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 dee. Oh, I'm not having. No, I don't want to be in America. Don't want to be in America. Let's go to my Amazon Co UK and let's go to Amazon Luna. Let's see if that does it. I think that's the one. Yeah, here we are. Mind you, it should have just signed me in. Anyway, look, I'm not going to mess about with this. We'll have a look. There's ways and means. That's the key thing. Ways and means. Just killing some of these tabs, guys. 1 second. Get rid of that one. And whoops, got rid of my game one. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Right. Hello, Christian. How are you? Good to see you. I will try to join from the sunbed, says Dorrigan. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll be what, 6? No, it's later, isn't it, Grease? Is it 2 hours? So it's like 7 o'clock at night, I think. Anyway, we'll get it on. It'll be fun, and we'll make that a thing. And I'll think more about it and see if there's any more angles we can play. So I wanted to tell you, guys, I went to Exeter College Esports Academy this morning. There was a big esports festival. You guys remember, I'm sure I've mentioned it in the past, I'm an ambassador. There were a few of us. It turns out now that I'm pretty much it, which is amazing. So I went to this thing, the esports festival here today. This is last year's, so it won't be the same thing. But it was fascinating because what they're basically... So what the academy is not an academy to train you to be an esports player. You're either good or you ain't, right? You can't be trained to be an amazing Dota or League of Legends player. It's 10,000 hours of play. What it does is, for those that are interested in esports or gaming, it gives them kind of business skills around the industry. So it could be, for example, marketing or finance, or it could be how to put on an event, or how to be a content creator or a social media expert, that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. And it's kind of in addition to other courses as well. As soon as it must not be considered. It does tell you on here what you get, but the team currently play 3 games. Yeah, and anyway, they do have teams, Overwatch, Rocket League and League of Legends. They're doing extremely well. I met a young lady there who is twice champion this year in a major, I think it was Rocket League tournament, which was amazing. And they're becoming the exemplar in the industry, in education. So a lot of universities and schools are looking to them. Anyway, I went there today because they had this year's festival. It's essentially where they try to... Hey, Chariot. Hello, brother. They try to... I will do. Thank you, K-Spore, my friend. They try to bring in businesses and tech, and they've got some great people associated with it. Lenovo provide all their kit, and Lenovo Legion in the States, a massive gaming brand, and they kind of are behind a whole bunch of esports teams. They've got another ambassador, which I hadn't appreciated before. I've never met him before, but it was this chap here. Let me see if I can find it. This guy, who is called Matt Walker. He's Ari, A-R-I, in gaming, and he's on TSM, which is a huge American esports team. And he is a professional gamer. He's a professional Dota 2 player for TSM, which basically means he gets paid. He makes money, and he gets, of course, a share of any of the tournaments they win. Fascinating to talk to him. He's 20 years old, just 20. He was 20 in January. Started as a professional esports player at about the age of 17, I think. So he's been in it a couple of years, 17, 18. But some of the stuff. So the big prize, the big money prize, is multi-million-dollar prizes, and this is what they build for. He's away pretty much every month. So he was saying that next month he's in Berlin. He's already been in Berlin this year. Before that, I think he said he was in Peru, the Philippines, America, Serbia, a whole ton of places. But he was saying in Asia, and when he was in Peru as well, they have to have bodyguards because they're so well known as esports players that they get mobbed in the streets. Amazing. So he has these kind of bodyguards, but he's the only English guy in his team, and he has a Russian, a Filipino, and a couple of Americans. But I mean, really interesting. He said he has to train for 12 hours a day. So he plays for 4 hours, Dota 2. He plays for 4 hours. Then they spend 3 or 4 hours analysing games, and then another 4 hours of other duties like streaming and social media and promotional stuff and what have you. And that's kind of what 12 hours a day. But the other thing is, he, because the team is managed in the States, his entire day has been shifted to, I'm assuming, Pacific time. So he was saying, he was up doing his thing at 3 a.m. this morning, before he then got on a train to come over to the thing, and he opened it and stuff. But I was chatting to him for ages. Really, really interesting guy. And I was saying to him, you know what, my concerns are that with that amount of time devoted and the fact that it's a very, very stressful pursuit. I mean, you imagine, it's, you know what it's like when you're playing multiplayer and it gets really sweaty and the anxiety and the stress involved, and so if that's what you're doing all day long, every day, how are you dealing with your mental well-being? And he was pretty switched on to it. He was saying that, he's fully aware of that, and he now gets 1 day off a week, but he tries to devote a couple of hours a day to just kind of totally focused on himself, which, I still think it's a burnout. He said he's got 10 years in the industry. That's pretty much the tail end, 10 years as a career. So it's all about making as much money in that time as possible. In his case, they're very focused on getting to that multi-million-pound championship, and then he's looking at investments and ways to kind of invest for his future and stuff. But very, very interesting guy. First time I've spoken to a proper professional gamer, somebody who actually makes their money in it. And you can see he's not, he has 976 followers on Twitter. I don't think his YouTube channel has many either. He's not particularly focused at the moment on building this kind of a brand. Everything he does is absolutely into into the sport itself. This is, so TSM, 2.28 million subscribers on their channel. They have a whole ton of teams for various games, Rocket League, League of Legends, just, tons and tons of different Apex teams. And he's, Dota's actually relatively new to the mix. I think it was literally last year. This isn't the video that I wanted to see, actually. Will it take me back? No. There was a video that was introducing, here it is, introducing TSM Dota. Interesting guy, great initiative, says Dorrigan, especially with countries designating sports the same as sports. Yeah, Sweden, Bjorn told me last night, Sweden has now designated esports as a national sport. The thing is, and this is, I'm trying to make this point in the round table that I was on this morning, you can't designate esports as a sport. That's like saying I'm designating sport as a sport. Sport is a catch-all for football and rugby and hockey and athletics and running and everything. Esports is a catch-all for Rocket League, for Dota, for League of Legends. Each of these guys can't, if suddenly Apex was to get taken offline, that's all they're good at. They can't just, they had to spend another X thousand hours getting good at something else, by which point they're not going to be anywhere. So it's really, esports is only as good as its parts in terms of each of those games and this is why it's hard for someone like Ubisoft to come up with an esports type game that's going to get traction, because these guys, the amount of effort that has to be put in on a game before they're good enough to compete at an international level. And Matt was saying that in order for him to keep on the team, he's got to be consistently like number one on certain league tables. He's got to, it's a really grueling thing. And 1670 going to Tetris. I'm not surprised. Tetris as a game is just one of those muscle memory things, isn't it? You train your brain to see a shape and fit it in a hole, a bit like Rubik's Cube. Whereas something like Dota, it's obviously got a lot more going on. The skills are transferable. Yeah, they are, but there's still nuances to a game. And there are other people that have been playing it longer than you if you've suddenly come from a game into it. So, yes, of course, you can pick up any game. And in time, you can be exceptional. And if you have the reflexes and the mind to eye to hand coordination and everything, you're already better than a lot of people. But to be at the very, very top, these guys, he was saying that the whole 10,000 hours thing absolutely applied to him. He's spent well over 10,000 hours on Dota. Before that, he was in a team on a different game completely, and that game got dropped. I forget what it was called now. So, he moved over to Dota, but he had to put in thousands of hours before he was anywhere near as good. And the point is, if it's like a 10-year career path, then you've only got so many years to get in. And of course, there's only so many teams and so many people that want to get in on them. Really, really interesting guy. Local, relatively local to me as well. He must, I know where he lives. But it's probably an hour away from where I am, so yeah. Yeah, exactly, I can't see. It's not even, yeah, you're right. Underneath those subgenres, underneath the genres, there are subgenres and then sub-subgenres and so on. So, it's essentially, isn't it? Esports is essentially a shorthand for competitive gaming, and then below that there are all the games. But yeah, no, I mean, really good, great day. Great to see so many people. I got speaking to one of the directors at Lenovo UK or Lenovo Europe. Nice guy. And, it was interesting. There were a ton of big name businesses around the table and big colleges and universities, and all of them really focused on developing gaming within their curriculum or within their businesses. And what was good was, at the beginning, they said there was about 15, 20 of us around a table, and the chairman said, right, introduce yourselves and say what your favourite game is. And it was like, Mario Kart, Overwatch. There was a guy over here, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And these were all guys that were in their 40s and 30s and 40s. It was great to see. And then you get the odd one that goes, Donkey Kong, or, I don't play games. And then I came to me and I thought, what can I say? I was, by the virtue of the hours I've spent in it, it's got to be Destiny. But that was good. That was good. I enjoyed it. Even put a rugby analogy in there for him, and he overlooks it. Sorry, mate, where? Oh, the try. What have you said? I'm sorry, I'm trying to... the skills are transferable from any of them, but you are correct. Not everyone can be a Sonny Bill Williams, exactly, and play League Union Aussie rules. I haven't seen Aussie rules for years, mate. Them little tight shorts. Brilliant stuff. But you're right, though. Well, yep, exactly. So it's great. What I'm thinking about, I'm kicking this around in my head. So they've got, I don't know how many, 25, 30 kids in the academy, right? And one of the things that they do as part of the course is they, set up and run a Twitch channel, which is good. It's fine. And some of them build their skills with the mic and in front of a camera and their confidence and stuff. And I was in two minds about talking to my friend who's the Vice Chancellor at Exeter College, who he says he credits me with the idea for setting this up after we had dinner about 10 years ago. He was joking about the fact that I was into gaming, and I was like, mate, it's the biggest participation entertainment in the world. It's only getting bigger. But I'm toying with the idea of a new show with these guys in it, so they can kind of sharpen their teeth in a proper environment, but also be interesting to get that kind of esports perspective, because we've got rock players, which for me is the kind of more, when I'm not on the show, the more in-depth, more detailed look at games and what's going on in the gaming industry. And I'm thinking maybe get some of these young kids in to sort of run an esports show as well at some point. Just to give them a chance to stretch themselves a bit, and introduce them to a proper audience, because I've been to their Twitch, bless them, and it's like the mum and granny watching, So maybe something like that. Right. So I can see you all getting excited for the wheel there. Just before I do, and this is something I probably would have talked about next week, but I noticed that Meta had a launch of the new Quest, and I have to say there's some pretty good looking stuff on there. I was going to go through this in a bit more detail, but quite honestly, we found out about Stranger Things yesterday. We're getting to the top of the hour, and I know my good friends want to do Among Us over on SPG's channel, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to do the wheel. We're going to do the wheel right now. Boom, there it is. Okay, so we are. What am I doing here? We want the proper one. Yeah, we want this one. Here we go. So we're going to spin. It's members only, and then we're going to do the game. So it's the same as the other weeks until it's the final Friday of the month. But the difference is there's only members. So let me just get the wheels out, get this underway. Interact, and we'll spin it quickly because I want to get you guys over to SPG. Right, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, let me shuffle it up. Here we go. 137 entries. So let's make sure. I'm going to try and break up everybody. That's it. Looks good. Here we go. I've already done you, my friend. You and Phipps, I added earlier when you're in there with your extra entries. Don't worry. I did it invisibly, not on screen. Hey, Callie. All right, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. He won't respond to me. He hasn't spoken to me since Christmas. I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Ghosted. Bang those drums, David. Bang those drums. I think it's going to be Jack. It could be David. I don't know who David P is. It's going to be Jack. It's Jack. Jack it is. Jack. Right, Jack. I will give John an opportunity, but I promise you he won't respond. I don't know why. You tell me. Ready, let's get the games up. Games up is on the games. Right, let's see what game Jack's won. Let's do a little shuffle. That's it. Go. It's gonna be the Curse or Conan. Chop chop. Chop chop. It's gonna be Curse the Eye of Isis. Right. Curse the Eye of Isis. And I will spin it one more time because I will give John an opportunity to say no, but equally when he doesn't, I don't want to spin the wheel again, so then I can go to Jack and say, congrats, you've won a game. Still, nobody has won Horizon Zero Dawn. Amazing. Moonin. Arise, a simple S. There it is. It's Moonin, right on the pixels. Right, okay. So we have two. I will get in touch with both folk. One I know I will hear back from, and the other one we shall see. I'd love to. It's not my fault. Right, that's it. I don't wish to be airing my laundry in public. Let's go back here. I'm going to let you guys go because we're over the 6 o'clock at my time, and our lovely friends over at SPG's channel, Simply Palm Gaming, are doing their thing. You guys have an amazing weekend. I'll be back on Monday with Multiplayer Monday. I've got a stream over the weekend as well, System Shock. So I'll get that. I'll get the code out for that as well over the weekend. It'll all be fun. Hope you have a fantastic one. Thank you very much indeed, everybody, for joining today. And I will be going to the winners in a second, offering prizes. And I will see you wonderful folk on Monday, if not before. Take care.